and we'll get to wrenching. Ernok's waiting for me in the garage. Okay, welcome YouTubers. Hello, greetings programs. We totally just didn't rant about space, and I'm totally not just turning the YouTube stream off on right now because of continuity. Anyway, to be fair, you'll always trust a more established company. Yeah, that's fine, Darkside. You can trust a more established company, but physics are physics. I don't give a frick about your establishment. And frankly, neither does physics. Physics does not care if you're an established company, especially when it comes to spaceflight in general. No. Physics is the ruling party there. Sorry. And it's totalitarian rule. There's not much you can do about it. So whoever has a better understanding of physics, establishment be damned. Anyway, wrenching time. Let's go. Chemistry 2. Yeah, Newmark for sure. Absolutely. Hey, there's my guy. All right, we got to get that suspension installed. So stand by for loss of signal from the office as expected.
Hello.
Hello, Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland.
Joke.
You're advocating for a physics democracy. You advocating for a physics democracy, O-Force, is about as stupid as that book that we saw, advocating that, you know, commercial space is in it for capitalism and imperialism, and then using the space race as your supporting evidence for that. I lost some brain cells from that. I probably shouldn't have showed it on stream.
I'm going to be honest. I was down in the bathroom when you were talking about that. It helped.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I mean, did you wash your hands?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
What kind of a crazy person would not wash their hands?
The lady that wrote that book, maybe.
Obviously.
Anyway, got to go. Nice debating with you. Space Ace, I'm down anytime. Anytime. I'll argue any point, counter or floor. I could probably argue that lady's points about how we should spend money down here better than she could.
Yeah.
But I'm always willing to throw a monkey wrench in my idea. So bring on the dissenting opinions as long as you're not a prick.
Yes.
Like, seriously, I could probably make better arguments than her about what she's advocating for in that book, which is hilarious. Like, wow. I'm all for dissenting opinion, but wow, you suck at what you do. A nutless monkey could do your job. Seriously, a nutless monkey. All right, we got a bad glare, so I'm gonna shut the door.
Yep. Let's turn the fan on. We're gonna need that. Warming up quick.
All right. Cool, that should be a little bit better, right?
Oh, that looks way better. Like, way better.
If the door is closed, do we get a Titan overseer? I don't want him in here, dude, because there's like crap on the floor, and let's be real, he's still a pup. He's still figuring things out, and he's only been here for a week. I don't need him like sipping on transmission fluid. I really don't want to do that. If that's cool. All right, so let's get going. Let me make sure that you make sure the cameras are all good.
Yeah, they're all working.
All right. I gotta figure this crap out. Gotta see if we can figure out a way to put some type of loop in here.
Yeah, that board is not happy.
Yeah, the HDMI connector on this thing is junk. Let me see if we have another one. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't want you guys to just see this the entire time. I want to bring the camera down there with you so you can see what we're doing. And yeah, the cable for this is just frayed to hell. So let me see if I have another HDMI cable around, HDMI to HDMI mini that we could use.
I thought we had another one.
We gotta, there's gotta be one. If not, I have another solution.
Yeah, we got a mud dauber in here. It's alright, he doesn't have any mud.
Bug assault!
Nope. He's over there now. He's at the light. Now he's in the front. Oh, he is very confused. Now he's back here.
Man, stop moving!
Oh, he is very confused.
Give me 1 second.
Right there. Now he's coming back here. Now he's over there. Now he's over there. God dang it, land, you piece of crap.
Lost him in the light.
Yep, he's over here. Now he's coming back your way.
All right, better solution.
Now he's over here. All right, I think he went out. Now close. Nope, nope, no he didn't. Get out. Now he's out. Now close it.
Success!
Yes. Oh God, yes.
Bug assault! All
It's
right.
a mud dauber.
Yeah, I don't want those in here.
No, no, those are annoying.
They like making homes in cars.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not overly aggressive, but they are a menace.
Yeah, but I am.
Yes.
All right. Let's get to it.
Okay.
So, where we last left off, yeah, the cables aren't really doing what I want them to do. Got to figure this out. Goat at throttle up. Yeah, that one's broken too. Same spot.
Dang it.
Oh. It's not the.
It's not the
not
port, it's the cable?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the cable. All right, let me see. I got an idea. Heads up.
All right. This one is a mini.
Yeah, the problem is that we can't get the long HDMI cable, you know? That's the problem that I'm dealing with. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is the jankest way of doing this, and I swear I'll have a fix for this later. To prevent this from moving around, we will Gorilla Tape this thing.
Tape the frayed part to support it better. Yes, exactly, all systems. You got it. Good enough for Australia. It was a bug, RJ. It's a mud dauber. Alright, let me check the status of the camera. Okay.
Anything?
We have that one. We lost that one.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's just figure this one out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, SVO, the transmission bell housing is on a jack stand. This is not under load right now. I don't put load on hydraulics. That's really stupid. Hydraulics are for lifting and lowering. Yeah, believe me, I agree with you. I mean, I don't think we need to buy a new stand or anything right now, but yeah, I'm with you on that one.
That, and we do actually have the transmission stand over there.
Yeah, I got the transmission jack, which is mechanical, not hydraulic. This ain't no Ford I see. Yeah, well, I have this. Chevys keep showing up in my damn garage. It's ridiculous. And then I have to do all this freaking work to them.
Hey, you said.
Hey, I never said it was bad work.
Yes.
Freaking Chevy shows up. Ridiculous. Actually, another one just like this might be showing up sooner rather than later. I might have two Chevys on my property, which I don't know how to feel about that, you know? Like,
Well, you have more Fords than Chevys, so don't worry. You're still asserting dominance.
what does Ford stand for? Fix it again, Tony.
First on race day.
All right. Okay, so this camera should be good to go now.
Yep.
So where we last left off, we were dropping the cross member here. And don't worry, like I said, I put it up on, the drive line is up on jack stands and not up on hydraulics because that's super dangerous. So did we charge any lights, dude?
These two lights should be charged.
All right.
These two right here. We didn't use them, and I charged them the other day.
Cool. All right, let me add them.
There you go.
Switch to Teleview.
Uttered. Switching to Teleview. Teleview active.
All right, so let me give a brief overview. This rusty-ish piece here, this thing, see that? This is the cross member. The cross member is what's cradling the engine. Now it's not bolted up, you can see right there, That's the mount. It's not bolted up right now, and we need to drop it. Problem we ran into last night is the brake lines are bolted to the cross member. They're bolted on a retaining bracket up here, across the, up here for this brake for the driver's side, and then underneath the cross member over to the other side like 3 or 4 times. We got to add a wrench, and we have to undo all that so we can and only then that's when we can fully drop this thing. What I'm doing is we got to be very careful because these brake lines are hard lines. They're steel. So you can bend them a little bit, but you don't want to bend them too much because they'll kink and you will kink a line and then no brakes. I don't think I need to say why that would be bad, but let's just say that that would be very bad. Yeah, we don't want that. So that's what we got to do. That's what we're here to do. Let's see if we can do it. All right. This is the last step of disassembly, and then hopefully we could start the reassembly process sooner rather than later. Okay, let me see if I can get a handle on the bolts here. Where are my gloves? There they are. Put my gloves on so my hands don't get as dirty. Dirty, I think it's French. You do not, no, not that kind of kink, guys. We don't want that. I mean, you can if you want. I'm, you know, not about that life, but you know, hey, whatever. Actually, I will say, this car is super easy to work on. Like, I see why people do like Chevys, but don't tell anybody I said that, okay? Don't tell nobody. It's, yeah, super easy to work on. Everything is very intuitive, and it's very easy to figure out how stuff goes together if you have a basic understanding of cars. But you didn't hear that from me, okay? Dirte, it's French. Yeah. It's French.
All right, Mr. Gimbal, why are you no working?
Power it up. Oh. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it does that. I don't really know what that means. It did that a couple of times throughout the road trip. Should be good now. Yep, should be good now.
There we go.
Hey, make sure we put lights on the charger over there, okay?
Of course.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right, let's get going.
Back. Here's another light.
Cool. Just making sure the cameras are good to go, and then we are good to go.
Yep.
Okay, we've made our wire repairs to the camera. trying to see what kind of bolts we need. That looks like, hold on.
Yeah, where we had left off, we had discovered that the brake lines are actually clipped or bolted
Yep.
to the cross member. We need to get those off.
Those look standard. They look imperial, but if it's, yeah, we'll see. It's either a 9mm or
Well, good old Jimmy Carter made it difficult for us to know for sure.
yeah, it's either 9mm or 3/8. All right, let's see. Let's see which one it is.
If you need me to grab anything else, you just let me know.
All right. Half inch maybe? 3/8 is too small.
It's too small. Let's see. Here's half inch. Here we go.
Half inch is much too big. All right.
Okay.
Here, just
Yeah.
3/8 is too small. All right, 5/16.
Hold on. No. Let's check. Uh, 5/16. Oh, come on. Nope. Okay.
No.
Look up here. Sorry. I'm looking. You mean 5/8?
No. No, I don't.
5/16 is smaller than 3/8.
Seven sixteenths.
7/16.
Try 7/16. Yeah.
Dang it.
Sorry, I went in the wrong direction.
That's all right.
I went in the wrong direction, chat. Sorry.
Outstanding.
7/16 is too big. 10 mil.
10 mil. Got it. Stand by. 10 mil. 10 mil.
Good.
Hello, Titan.
Taito. Titan.
Hey, buddy. What doing?
Hello. What?
They're up there right now. No, he's behind the car.
Switch it. Did you switch to high cam,
Yes.
Enoch?
Yeah, it's all right. Where you going, buddy?
Taito.
Come here, buddy. Hi.
Titan. Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Guys, this is Titan if you haven't met him. He's a good boy.
Go see Daddy. Here, you have a treat, Titan. Titan, there you go.
Hi, buddy.
We're working on our name today because I think we're ignoring it.
Hey, no. That's not for you, buddy. Mwah. Ugh.
No,
Dog
that's
tongue.
castle nut. You don't want to eat that. That's not a treat.
But
Good boy.
Need to go get him more treacos. We shall see, huh?
Cool. All right, baby. Love you. All right. I need a 10 mil socket.
Hopefully we haven't lost them all.
Can I pet the dog? No.
Socks have legs. Especially the 10 mils. Definitely grow legs.
Whoa. Okay. She moved. Ow. Ow. There's a sharp piece of metal up there, and guess what? It just went right through the glove. That's cool.
Maybe don't.
Yeah. All right. I need another jack stand. Do we have any more?
No, other than the one that's right behind your head holding the caliper.
Okay, jack that up, put the motor in tension again, please.
Let me check it.
All right, now get the floor.
Motor's in tension.
Give it a couple more pumps, please.
All right.
More.
More.
Okay, good. All right, take the floor jack. Slide it forward. I'm putting the floor jack underneath the transmission bell.
Let me put the jack back.
And I put a jack stand underneath the cross member, guys. See it? All right. Jack it up, don't hit my truck. That's good, stop.
Stopping.
Cool, all right. Now I got the driver's side brake line. We just have to get the passenger. I'm almost wondering if the new cross member has provisions for all these brake lines.
I can tell you from the instructions what it says.
We'll I need you under here, dude. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If not, I'll make new retainers.
All right, where you need me?
On the other side, holding on to this cross member.
All right, give me a sec. Okay, I got it on my side.
All right, just hold it up more. Push it up as, yeah, there you go. There we go, that's fine. The thing is, I just don't want to put the brake lines in tension, and I don't want to stretch the lines.
Yep.
If we can do with not replacing any brake lines, I'll consider this a huge success.
Great success. You win the game. You let me know when it's safe for me to get up, and I'll get up. Otherwise, I'll stay down here.
Yeah, just, I can't take the crossmember down by myself, dude,
Yeah.
because there's brake lines over there.
Yep. Again, that's why I said what I
Yep,
said.
yep, all good. Just moving some wrenches out of the way. Okay.
Once we finally get this thing out, I'll show you an interesting thing about this cross member.
Almost got it.
Almost there. That bolt hitting stuck.
Nope.
Nope, we get it. Alright.
There's one more. I might be able to get at this one from the top, dudes. Support the cross member so you don't get clanked. It's already supported, man.
Yep.
That probably was chat delay, though.
More than
Almost got the last one, dudes. Okay. Hey, Antares. All right. Okay. Put your hand up between, like up here. So see where the spring perch is? Put your thumb in the spring perch and put your hand on the chassis. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm gonna let my side down. Now let your side down a little ways. Now turn. Make sure we don't get snagged on a brake line. Okay.
It's out.
She's out. Wow, that sucked.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't fun. But it's out.
We didn't bend up these brake lines too bad, which is good.
Yep. So I was reading on the instructions, we may have to move some of these around a little bit from the new one.
That's
But
okay.
we shouldn't have to move it too much.
The caliper is in intention with the brake line, right? It's just on the ground?
Yeah, it's just on the ground.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so I'm going to switch us to the high cam. And ready?
Yep. Camera that's right there.
We'll bring it out on your side. So lift and then put it down on my side. There we go. And then lift it again. I got you. There it is. She's out.
So, here's an interesting thing about this particular crossfeeder. If we're going to put an LS in here,
Yeah.
in this section right here,
You'd have to cut it.
you have to cut it and then box it. If you don't do that, the AC pump won't.
Cool.
However, if you replace that with a tubular crossmember, you don't have to worry about it. That ain't there.
All right, so Trev, get the Fayutech up so we can compare them.
Okay. Fayutech.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about automotive structure. Once we get the cameras configured. There's a big W getting that out of the car. This, yeah. Actually, we might be able to use the third cam a little bit. Switch us to the 3 cam. The one that's I'm pointing at.
Yeah.
Okay, now switch us off high cam over there on OBS. It's the kind of a little bit of a jank system, guys, but okay. So here we go. Am I in shot?
You are in shot.
Tony, am I in the shot? Ah, gosh dang son of a b- All right. So,
Oh, dang it, did I walk through it?
Heck. I don't need any more camera shots at this juncture. All right, so here is the stock cross member with its motor mounts, and here's the aftermarket one. As you can see, the aftermarket one, a little bit thinner. Crazy thing about this thing is lighter and stronger because that one is using tubes, okay? This is using a series of tubes. It's like a big truck. This is all tubular steel, which is way stronger than this. This cross member is good, but it's 30-year-old tech. It's just stamped pieces of steel. That's all this thing is. It's just, they stamped one side and they stamped another side and then they welded them together. That's it. That's all this is. Honestly, compared to this is like tin foil. So what this thing is going to do when we put it in is it's going to make the structure of the car, like the whole thing is going to be way stronger. The thing that's holding the motor into the car, because that's what this cross member does. The cross member holds the suspension and the motor in place in the front of the car. So we have a stronger and lighter one here that's going to make it much more rigid, and you'll especially feel it. It's basically modern suspension and modern automotive structural engineering to get this right. Now, thing that was going on that ran into a snag last night is if you look here, here, and here, the brake line was on a retainer and the brake line went up here and over. When we tried to pull the cross member down, we started pulling down the brake lines. Now, luckily, I noticed there was one for the driver's side brake right here, which went down and under, and then the passenger side went over, and then it went down and then under again, right? So we had to get all those brackets off. Those brackets are still on there, but yeah. This is 30-year-old tech, and this is 21st century tech. And this one is stronger and lighter. Despite it looking way flimsier, it's actually not, which is interesting to me. But yeah, this is just two stamped pieces of steel that have been welded together at the seam. And then it looks like the lower control arm aft attachment is just welded on the back. Like I said, this is cheap. It's a cheap way to do it, but it's not necessarily a bad way to do it. This is good for 30 years ago. It's fine. This was actually pretty damn trick for the time. Pretty damn good. Now you can see right here and right here, these are the spring perches, and that's where the old coil springs mounted. We're not doing that. We're not reusing that, so we don't need it. That's why this thing doesn't have the spring perches on it. It's a lot, and that's where you save a lot of weight, because we're using a much more modern coil-over suspension than the McPherson-ish, McPherson-akin struts on there. Also, your motor mount bushings are shot. Yeah, those shouldn't really be doing that. But the other thing is that this cross member has a bunch of different holes in it to support different types of engines. V6, 305 TBI, and a 350. That's why you have a bunch of different holes here, because GM they made one type of cross member that can mount a couple of different types of engines, which is actually super cool. I'll bet you the LQ9 mounts are still drilled on this thing, even though it wasn't offered this year. But anyway, yeah, there you go. Out with the old. And in with the new.
All right. Let me actually read the instructions that it tells you.
Sure. I'm going to look at chat. So.
All right. The mounts are marked on the bottom left side, driver's side.
I don't think it's for a 454. I don't think a 454 came in this car unless GM is standardizing cross members across platforms.
If installing on the factory frame line, which we are, the front two holes on the mount with the rear two holes in the frame. Installing on the factory frame, line the front two holes on the mount with the rear two holes in the frame. The third hole must be drilled into the frame. One brake line may have to be slightly bent out of the way.
Yeah, we took care of that already. So what did they say? What holes need to be drilled? Say that again.
So, if installing on the factory frame, line the front two holes on the mount with the rear two holes in the frame. hole must be drilled.
This, what? Huh. This looks like it's picking up on all the factory points, if I'm looking at this right. And there are provisions for the brake lines. I can see them. There's definitely provisions for it, which is very nice. All the factory points are there, which is super cool. Okay.
They almost offered the third gen with the big one. It's super tight, but it'll fit.
Oh, those are studs. Got it.
Sea Kraken's like, nice shirt.
Stand back. I built this myself.
Alright, so all of our parts are in that box over there.
It's okay. Let's focus on the cross member first. I want the cross member back in so we don't need to have the crane there.
Yep.
We got to do the motor mounts too.
Yep.
All right.
All the hardware for everything in here.
All right. All right.
So, here's our new clamshell. Very nice. See? Brand new clam.
Yep. Did it come with upper motor mounts?
Came with clams. I didn't see any uppers.
All right. Well, that's fine. Is Ernock's mic on? Yeah.
Ernock's mic is on, but I'm using the microphone that's built into the thing, so you're not going to get the best reception.
Yeah, I'm going to come in a lot louder, guys. How are you going to fit a big block in there?
I have no idea how you fit a big block.
I mean, maybe? I don't know. That would be nuts, actually. Like,
According to Hellfish, it fits, but it's a tight squeeze.
keep hearing a fly around. Anyway.
Oh yeah, flies.
No more! I mean, toes fit one. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. It did in fact fit one.
Yep. It can be done. I think they replaced the cross member as well.
All right. See if you have the bolts for these. Here, let's.
Not only do we have the bolts, but we also have those. See those?
Oh, the
little brackets?
triangulated brackets, yeah.
We have those. Motor mount mounting bolts. Brake line mounting bolts. K-member mounting.
All right, so the first thing we got to do is put the lower motor mounts onto the cross member, loose, and then, well, actually, I don't know if they should be loose. I don't think we have the play there, but we'll see.
I'm wondering what these are that are in the box, because I told them I ordered it with these. These are for if I decided to put an LS in here. So these are the uppers for an LS.
Cool. Excellent. Okay. All right. So we got to figure out which holes these use. So it shouldn't be. Yeah, there's a tab. It's basically idiot proof. This thing can only go in one way. I say that. It can only be like this or like this. Am I stupid?
No. There's only three bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only three. So it should be 2 uppers, 1 lower. So it should catch this, and then one of those down there.
It's not even close to any of those.
Huh?
Nope. Check chat. We're doing something wrong. I'm missing something completely. What the funkin' waggles is going on here?
Is there an L or an R stamped on? I seem to remember that. The
No.
mounts are marked on the bottom. Left for driver's side and right for passenger side.
They're not, though.
Not?
It just says... This is the same mount. But knowing Chevy, it's probably agnostic. You can probably use one for either side. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I'm just going off of what the instructions say.
Okay. Yeah, guys, these holes don't align at all. Like, at all. I'm very confused. That's weird. Here.
About with this one.
That's the brakes. That's for the brakes,
Okay.
I think. I mean, it's not the same diameter. I would assume it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, but none of these even come close. Like, it's not even close. Guys, there's a tab on the back of these things. Which side does the tab go? I'm super confused. Is there any more motor mounts in there?
No, the only thing that's in here are the uppers for the LS.
What are they saying over there? Can you check chat for a second?
Yeah. What I think we might have to do is use these and then put those.
These are. Oh, okay.
And in fact,
Yeah, I'm
correct.
stupid. Yeah.
These have to go in there, and then they go in here.
Well, if that's the case, we really don't need these, because that means these bolt to an LS. Yeah.
You do need those. Those are the plates that actually go on there.
We have to take them off the motor.
Yes.
All right.
We have the clamshells. They're over there. Yeah, they're labeled on the bottom side L and R.
Okay. Yep. All right. I see how this works.
I was wrong when all I did was hand you the clamshell.
I was very confused because, yeah. All right.
Yep, I was incorrect.
Guys, the bushings are on the motor mounts. They're on the upper motor mounts, not the lowers. They're from the factory. They're on the lowers, so it's reversed from the factory. And I don't know why it does that. I'll just chalk that up to Chevy stuff and call it a day.
This is so when you're ready to put the LS in, all you got to do is get rid of the clamp.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I got you. We figured it out. Like I said, we knew we were doing something dumb.
Yep, that's why when you said that, I was like, hey, wait a second.
We're doing it dumb again. All right, so yeah, see, this makes way more sense.
And here's L.
Okay. No, I don't mind doing it dumb as long as we figure it out. I need a torque spec for these.
I don't think they're giving torque specs, but I might be wrong.
Okay.
I'll look up the OEMs for the mounts. We'll go off of that.
Well, these are grade, if all else fails, these are flanged grade 8 nuts. Chat, look. So see it has that little like collar around it? It's a flanged grade 8. Should be pretty easy to figure that spec out. It's probably high. Because considering these are the 4 bolts that hold the motor to the rest of the car.
Engine mounting bracket bolts. 80 foot-pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Can you check chat for me, brother?
Yep.
While I do the rest of this.
Do you need lock pipe on that?
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably red Loctite the heck out of these things.
Well, the good news is the red Loctite is right in front of you. You're good.
Yeah, I bought red Loctite when I went and got the blue Loctite the other day, guys.
The rest is up.
Is that the new or the old one? I need the.
old one.
I don't want the old one. The old one's broken. We need the one that's still in the package. There we go. Because if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right.
There you go. How's the height difference? Going to screw us on the hood.
We
There's
have
no difference.
we have adjustable suspension.
That's the other one.
It shouldn't be that big of a deal, dude, to change it. We can change the ride height by adjusting the spring rate. That's really not how you're supposed to do that, but we can. It shouldn't lower it much.
I think what he's referring to is the height. There is no difference. This is meant to be a bolt-in application. There is no difference.
Oh, for the height of the engine? Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, no, it's fine. It should maintain the same geometry for the drive line.
Yeah, I think the problem is that this particular receiver is not the greatest in the world. I basically have to eat the microphone in order for you guys to hear me.
We could put that under there.
Nom 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 nom. There. Is that better? Tape it to your face. Like, I don't think you guys realize that I literally have to put it right here on my mouth. Like, right up to my mouth.
All right. I'm taking off the factory motor mounts.
Okay. Are you not into trains? Is that not why you are here?
Trav, there's a light on top of the engine.
Yes.
Can you grab that? It should be on the valve cover. Yeah, I need that down here. Thank you. So, I don't know how well you guys can see, but there's the motor mounts. We got to get those off. Where's the impact driver?
It's over here.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks, buddy. Waffles.
Hey, wait. Where are you going with my shoes?
Waffles. They're real comfortable.
Sneaky was all your timing. That ad literally just played for him in Cities 2 on the radio as he's playing it.
Nice. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Brace yourself, Falcon. This is where Vamprog now plugs Evan and Caitlin's stupid YouTube channel.
How does this fit?
Did we run into a bit of a pickle?
Yeah. Are these for an LS?
I have a feeling that these are for an LS.
Yeah. This is not gonna fit. It's not even close.
Okay. What if we take the clamshells off of the existing mount?
How are we gonna do that?
I'm gonna bolt them.
They're backwards, remember?
Let me see the engine mount.
Yeah, guys, these are not even close. This is an LS bracket, I'm pretty sure. That's absolutely not gonna fit. Problem is, I don't know if anybody makes like one of these things. The bushing mounts to the motor. I don't know if there's a 350 mount. There probably is, or a small block Chevy mount that works like that. I don't know if that exists. There probably is. I'm not gonna lie to you. There probably is, but
I think what I did was when I ordered this, I took into account that I'd have an LS to bolt to it, rather than getting the mount kit that I need for just a regular Chevy 350. Because I'm a moron.
okay. All right. We got to do some research.
Yeah, a little bit. Ah, dang it. Oh yeah, I forgot they're also Twitch streamers. Graver, I'm being silly because it was a stab at Vamp because she's my wife.
You guys a fan of Krager? Yeah, of course. Yeah, mags are awesome, dude. I don't know how good mags would look on this car. Certain ones would look good, but yeah. All right. So here's the problem that we're dealing with.
Let me set this.
If you guys can see, take a look. This is what goes to the engine. There's three holes, 1, 2, and 3. All right. This is designed to have the bushing mounted on the frame or mounted on the cross member. So there's no bushing here, there's no rubber, right? Now, why do you have a bushing between the motor and the rest? Dampen out vibrations. Solid mount motors can fatigue metal a lot, and the ride is very bad. That's like race car stuff. We're not necessarily doing that here. Now the thing is, the mounts that we have that go with the brackets that fit onto our aftermarket cross member, right, have the bushings on the thing that bolts to the motor. The problem is that's a 4-bolt configuration. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is down here, right? It looks like on this particular application, the bushing is on the lower motor mount, right? It's on the lower motor mount that goes to the frame, and the 350 goes over it like that. From what I can tell on LS stuff, it's reversed. The bushing is actually bolted to the motor. And because of that, we don't have a way to hook this to the small block Chevy that's in there. So now we need to go hunting for a motor side bushing that's in this configuration. That's the plight that we're dealing with right now. Crap.
Polyurethane motor mount bushing for small and big block Chevrolet engines, only $5.
I'm pretty damn stupid, but can't you just weld it? Weld the... No, you don't... I don't want to weld... You can't weld anything to the motor. The motor's cast iron. Welding to a casting is beyond my expertise, dude. Now, could we figure out something for the cross member? Yeah, maybe. We could use the factory motor mounts and maybe drill some new holes in the cross member. Wouldn't necessarily be against that. That would probably be the cheapest way to do it. But that would require a lot of work. I'm wondering if there's a mount for a 350 out there. There's a part that basically we can buy. That's what I'm kind of getting at. I'm wondering if there's a part we can buy. Because, yes, that does cost money, but what you lose in cost, you make up for in time. This is on a time crunch because he has to go home. So...
Yes, there is.
What is this?
Those are solid mounts.
You do not want to solid mount this. You absolutely do not want to do that. No, you don't want a solid mount. That's race car stuff, dude. You want a bushing. This is a road vehicle after all. If you were making a full-blown race car, I'd say let's just weld it.
Alright, so they do have poly bushings. Those are a little bit more expensive.
No. You're not thinking fourth dimensionally. Dude, hold on.
Yeah.
You're on Spawn Motorsports. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. I'm talking about going and finding a motor mount from like a GMC Sierra from the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Solid mounts will rattle your teeth out.
Yes, you don't. Solid mount is race car application stuff. You do not want to do that. Same with poly. Poly bushings is for race car. That's a race car thing. Don't do that for a road car. That's not a good idea.
The only thing that I can really think to do that would get us where we need to be is to pull the old clamshells off and locate them properly on this, and then put the uppers back in the engine.
We could do that. That's the cheapest way of solving this problem.
That is. That would mean drilling into that payment. Which, again,
I can do that.
we could do that. I got no problem doing that.
The kit seems to be for an LS, dude. Have Ernock call Spawn for
I mean, I could.
All right, give me 1 sec. Let's see what we can see. All right, hang on. The subframe is not for an LS Cherokee, no. You can mount whatever to it. So that kit doesn't have the adapter for the motor? No, there probably is, but hang on.
That was actually why I was on Spawn Motorsports. See if they had different mounts.
Have Vernock look up his order and see what he ordered. Make sure he ordered the right thing and then go from there. All right, check it, buddy. I'm looking around to see if there's any rubber mounts. It looks like a 3-bolt does exist. There's a 3-bolt mount that absolutely exists. Now we just got to figure out what it's supposed to go to. Bingo. Compatible with the following vehicles. C1500 pickup, C20 2500, C30, K20. All right, cool. Now.
Yep, that's exactly what I ordered. I ordered it with the LS brackets.
Okay, no problem. So on eBay, fellas, there's 3-bolt mounts, and like I said, it's to a truck. That's what I thought. The reason why is because you wouldn't find a car mount because they started switching all the cars to LS, LT1 and LS.
Yep.
So, but small block Chevys were in trucks for a long time into the 90s.
Yep. They continued with the small block well past that. They didn't put the LT in any trucks.
So, we're putting a stroker motor in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm going on the parts store thing. And the reason why I'm not showing you this, guys, is because Google is incessant about letting me know they know where I live. So, you know, even though I said don't track my location, they're like, oh.
Oh, but we're Kunkelman Chevrolet. We know where you live.
Yeah, something like that. How about a 327.3 on the tree? I don't know how that's going to help me at all, but yeah, that's cool. You were just thinking out loud. Oh, it's all good, Frankie. I was just wondering if that had any bearing. I'm like, wait, what? Good. Check other stores.
Oh. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay.
That's the O's we were at the other day.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's one. Now that we know that the motor mounts are different, will the correct motor mounts connect with the rest of the front suspension kit? Brun, that's a good point. So what I need you to do is get the measuring tape that I just dropped and probably broke. I need you to measure the distances. Take the LS bracket here. All right, look. Actually, we don't even need to do it. We know this bracket's for an LS, the 4-bolt one, and we know this is for a 350. So if I'm looking at this, oh boy.
It could be made to fit.
I gotta check something, Brun. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if these LS brackets, these ones here, will work. I'm pretty sure we could get it to work. I just want to see if this is an off-the-shelf thing.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what
I'm gonna take this LS bracket and try to see if it fits onto the factory bushings over there. If that's the case, then it should work.
I know what you're about to do.
Nope, LS is longer. Okay.
But what you could do is shim it.
Yeah, we could. Really love the hands-on streams, much appreciated. No problem, Frankie. And if we had a 327 solid lifter, I'm not sure about the 3 on the tree part, but that would cook pretty good in this thing.
327 solid? Yes, absolutely. That would frick.
No, drummer, not even close.
So the K member is correct. It's the mounts that I ordered with it that are not correct. The mounts that I ordered with it were for an LS. We're not putting an LS in here yet.
The mounts that he ordered were for an LS, guys. We're not putting an LS in just yet.
Those mounts are actually exactly the same. They did not change the mount points or the clamshells in almost 3 decades or longer.
I'm looking around. Yeah, Frankie, yeah, 91's a good body style. Yeah, absolutely. What I would suggest is getting on the phone right now and seeing if they can overnight you the right mounts. That's up to you.
I can get the phone. I'll go see if I can do that.
Anytime you're dealing with any type of modification, this is always something that can happen. Guys, Ernok's gonna make a phone call. Okay. Oh boy. Let me just check other things just to be sure. Do the brake screws fit in here? No, they don't. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the easiest solution would be to drill the old mounts in. But the other thing is, fellas, is that the bushings are shot on those clamshells. The rubber moves around inside of the clamshell. I'm not sure that's the wisest decision. What about a plate the clamshells can bolt to on the small block Chevy? You're going to change your driveline geometry, albeit just a little bit, but you're going to change it that way. I don't really want to run into stuff like a problem like that, dude. I'm thinking. Let me think, dudes. Let me think. Yeah, the bushings here are moving around. They're moving around inside of the clamshell, and I'm pretty damn sure that's not what you want. If you can't get the mounts and you want to do that, can you get new rubber parts at the parts store? Yeah, of course we can. What do you think I was looking up? Actually, I was looking up 3-bolt applications, 3-bolt mount applications. But yeah. Engine raise would not change the drive line angle that much. Okay. Yeah, but I don't understand how. Okay, you guys are gonna need to clue me in on this one. So I make a plate that bolts this bolt design to this bolt design. How? Got to have spots for the bolts to bolt in, so that means you need clearance. So you either got to drill more holes, right, in this to clear bolts, or you need to countersink them, right? Or don't, in which case you have more of a gap. So now we need a hole saw. I don't have any hole saws here. At least I don't think. And even if we did, I'm not saying it's not doable. I suppose you could do that, but the point is you're not raising this 1/4 of an inch. If we have to give reliefs for the bolts, you're raising it a 1/2 inch, probably even more. This is not as simple as, oh, just make a plate. Just make a plate, it'll be fine. No. The other thing that I'm taking into account is that there is a simpler solution than doing that. That is a solution, but there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? We'll figure it out. I'm just weighing all the options. Look on Summit. Yeah. I know. You could see if there's a used Camaro. We were at a junkyard, the closest junkyard the other day, Frankie. There is a Camaro like this there, but it had been picked pretty clean. All right.
Where's the sheet for? Is that it?
Yeah. My opinion, order the mounts and move on. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, Geek, that's the end of this stream. Yeah, there's not much more we can do. Sorry, I got the fan blowing on me because it's getting hot in here. Let me turn on Twitch chat. What is that, Etta? Hold on. Hold on a second. So, EJ, when are you opening the first live stream auto shop on Twitch? Oh, brother, there's nothing else I can do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at one, dude. I'm sitting for a second, though, guys. I'll take my car over. It needs some help. All right. Damn, this is a predicament, isn't it? This is a pickle. What mounts do you have now? I want to look at them. Good ones. We have mounts for an LS motor, and we need a 30. We need mounts for a 305. The problem is that the bushing for small blocks. So Chevy's made over the last like 50 years. Chevy's made two different types of small blocks. There's the venerable small block Chevy, right? From 1957, I think, or something. I don't know. Whatever. They made it all the way to the 90s. They made the small block Chevy for 30 years. Now, in the early 90s, they started to replace it with an LS, which is an upgraded engine. LS motors are fantastic. They still make LS-derived motors today, right? Now, here's the thing. In this particular application, it very much seems like the motor mounts for a small block Chevy, the older one, have the rubber bushing on the cross member, and the motor mounts for an LS have the rubber bushing on the motor. They're flipped of each other. And we have motor mounts that have rubber bushings that's designed for an LS for motor mounts, and that does not bolt to our current motor. Time to hear you. Yeah. Yeah, so long story short, we have the wrong motor mount. So what I'm trying to do is figure out if we can hot rod what we have to work. I've been looking at aftermarket or factory motor mounts for different Chevy cars. There's got to be one application where we could. Does the lower mount pattern fit the cross member? No. Now, back, the easiest solution here would be to drill holes in the brand new cross member that match the holes on the old cross member. Just drill a set. But the problem is you might have some holes that overlap with the LS mounts, because we need the same geometry. We have to have the same steering geometry. Or not steering geometry, motor geometry. It's really important. Can you show me the pad on the K member for the mounts? Which cross member? There's no, it's just a flat plate, dude. All right, hold on. You want to see it. Murdoch's back.
So, here's what I found. You absolutely can drill into there and actually put the old mounts on there.
Okay.
What they caution you is that they're not sure if there's enough material to do it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have holes that are overlapping.
Yeah, that's what they caution you. You may have holes that overlap. You may not have enough material. You may need to add material. But you can absolutely do that. And in fact, that'll save you that when you want to go to LS, all you have to do is rip those clamshells off, put those mounts on, and go.
There's no way we're gonna get this right. That's
You have to buy the entire.
our host for the day. That's shoot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right, dude. It's all right. It's okay. You didn't know. It's not a big deal. Unless you want to go find an LS engine in the junkyard,
I mean, there were plenty of them.
you'd have to pay for it. I
Yeah,
can't.
that's the thing.
And we'd have to start splicing wire harnesses, but
Yeah,
we
we would.
could do it. Should bolt to the T5. I'm pretty sure LSs do that.
Yep. Oh, they're also saying intermittent mine.
Yeah. All right. Great. Good. You suck ass. That'd be great.
Yeah, everybody, yeah. LS swamp it, do it.
I mean, we were at the junkyard the other day. There's plenty of 5.3s. Just saying.
But yeah, that's basically what they're saying. They said you're more than welcome to do that. They just caution that you may not have enough material. And you may have to add material.
There's no return policy. You can't swap this for another cross member.
They would allow you to swap it for. Well, it would depend on how long I've had it, and I don't remember how long I've had that, so
Okay.
I'd have to call them again to verify that. But yeah, they absolutely do have a return policy, but I don't know what the return policy is. I don't know if it's 30 or 90 or however many days.
Okay.
is what Hellfish is saying.
Yeah, yeah, thanks for the update, pal. Like, thank you.
So here's what Spawn told me. Yes, the K members are similar, but they're not the same. What they do is the plate where the mount bolts to is different depending on your application. Most of the rest of it is the same. It's that plate that the mounts bolt to that's different.
Ah.
Yeah, you have to take measurements, and then you'd have to make sure that it's in the place where you need it to be. And then drill, baby, drill. Because even the instructions actually tell you. Even the instructions say. If installing on the factory frame, line the front 2 holes on the mount with the rear 2 holes in the frame. The 3rd hole must be drilled.
I still don't understand what that means. We have 1, 2, and 3. You have 1, 2, and 3 on yours. I don't get it. I don't know what they want me to drill, to be honest with you. I'm thinking, guys. Yeah, I mean, quickest and easiest way would be to just get a new set of motor mounts, locate them, and drill. But once again, if I'm looking at this right, it looks like this cross member, the mounting flange on this cross member is... Wait a minute. Doesn't Spawn have a mounting kit? Don't they have a mounting kit that's designed to work with their cross member in a small block? Not the plate, the mounting kit.
They do.
They do.
They have hard mounts.
Hard mounts. Why would they just have hard? That makes no sense. Why would someone do that? Why would?
So here's what chat is suggesting. The quote easiest thing to do is to have a new stock clamshell bolted to the 305 top and bottom, and then bring up the K member and see where the holes go.
Yeah, I know. Use that to index the holes. I understand. What I'm telling you, if I'm looking at this right, fellas, this plate seems to be a lot lower than the factory cross member. Like if you look at, well,
you'd have to measure it.
Yeah, we'd have to. All right. And then I'm worried about holes overlapping. That definitely is a thing. They'll definitely overlap. Bring the factory one over to compare. Yeah, I mean, you got to undo that one from the cross member, dude.
You want me to just bring the cross member over? So that we can compare it direct, or you want me to just hold
You can bring the cross member over, just watch the strut bar. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, Nabek, there's a reason why they did that way. Just remember that. There's always a reason. There's a reason why they're two different cross members. Just keep that in mind. Forward, that way. Just, no, pull it towards you. There you go. That's fine.
Here's what they're saying. It would need to be around right here somewhere, based on where these are sitting. Probably need to be right here.
Oh, jeez.
So that's what they're saying about adding material here. See, this thing's forward here.
Yeah. Yep. Hang on a second, fellas. I'm trying to give you a little bit of a better shot without me being in the way. Yeah, now back, there's your reason. That's why there's two different types of cross members, because the motor mount location is different. Like very different.
It's further back versus on a small block it's forward.
Yep, there's your reason.
That, and on an LS, the clamshells bolt to the block.
Yep. Yeah, we're really hosed. That's
Damn it.
plates like what chat was suggesting might work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, guys, yeah, plates are gonna have to be what we're gonna do, but man, that's a long throw on the right-hand side. On the passenger side, that's a lot of that's a big plate. I mean, I could do it. Yeah. Like, when I was saying, like, I don't want to do that before, I was taking into account that the plates would be on top of each other, but if the mount locations are different, then you don't necessarily need to worry about countersinking bolts, except on the left side, but the position of the plate in gap is off. I'm not sure she will fit. Yeah, now back. If we don't get it done, we don't get it done. It's fine. I think that's just the fisheye lens, goalie, to be honest with you. It looks to be about right. Okay. Yeah, well, that pretty much dashed our hopes of getting this done.
Damn it. Well, here's what we can do. Since this isn't going to fit, we can put the old cross member back up and bolt what we have to the existing cross member.
What?
Put the K member back, and then take this.
You want to bolt all the QA1 stuff to that?
Yeah, it will fit. It's designed to fit. It's designed to fit in either one. That means we have to put the K member.
Yeah, chat's not a fan of that. I mean, we could do it.
Because that would at least get it to be rolling again. That'll get it so that you don't get stuck with it in your shop after I leave. That's the only reason I'm suggesting. Because then you're not sitting around waiting for a different tubular K member, and then me not be here, and then you have to install it yourself while I'm not here.
That's not a big deal. That's not that big of a problem. LS1 to small block Chevy motor mount adapter plates. Yeah. Yeah, we got to get, if we get those plates, we should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be against getting the adapter plates and rolling. That's not a big deal. Yeah, Hellfish, that would be the plate. We're not getting those at a yeah, but they need those plate the other way around. Oh, that's for bolting onto an LS engine. Yeah, that's not gonna work, Hellfish. Those plates, those are for bolting an LS2. No, that's
No. See, look at the picture again. So look at the picture again, not that. The other one.
it's backwards, dude.
Hold on.
I'm telling you.
So, oh, I see. So this would be putting, yeah, we need it the other way around. Okay, so I see what it's doing. It would be adapting.
That's adapting small block Chevy mounts to an LS.
Yes.
We're trying to adapt LS mounts to a small block Chevy. We need the inverse of that plate.
Yeah. Yeah, we would need, yeah, what he said, the inverse.
They won't, the mic was off when Ernock didn't ask about the return policy. He asked about what we can do to fix it with what we have.
Yeah, Hellfish said, yeah, these are just to give you an idea of what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, when you were talking earlier, I thought you were talking about plate on the lower motor side mount and not the upper mount. The upper, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't be necessarily against it. We have everything to index that. We just got to get some really tough steel. I'm thinking, in check chat, I'm thinking I don't know, quarter of an inch, quarter inch, right? And then go here, plate right there, and then, yeah, just find the 3 bolts for the small block. That's not the worst idea. We'd have to make room for the tab.
Or break the tab off.
Yeah. Now, if we're gonna fabricate our own component, we make it work with the factory engineering, dude. Yeah. We're gonna need to put this cross member in, and we gotta, loosely bolt everything, and then I think indexing everything, we use some cardboard aided design and go from there.
It does look like there's a 3-bolt pattern.
What?
1, 2, and 3.
Those are nothing aligns, because LS motor mounts are a little bit longer. They're a little bit wider. Yeah, they're a little wider. Okay. Yeah. How thick do you guys think that plate needs to be?
How thick did you just say?
I'd say about a quarter inch.
At least a quarter. So, Hillness, what they had said was this. When they build these cross members, they build them with the idea that you're going to be putting a specific mount bracket on there. So the plate in which these mounting brackets mount to is custom designed and built based off of the engine that's going to sit on it. So, if you're going to use that, you have to order it correctly, or you have to redo that entire plate section. The old K-member steel would be thick enough.
Yeah, I don't feel like cutting into that, do you?
Not really. But he does make a good point.
The K-member holes, the K-members are Swiss cheese, dude.
He said no less than a quarter.
That's what I was thinking, dude. Quarter inch.
Quarter inch.
Quarter inch plate would be fine. I mean, yeah, I was worried that it would screw it up, but it's not.
No less
I
than
don't
a
think
quarter.
so. Yeah, I mean, I thought you guys were talking about K-member side, not motor side. Motor side, yeah. Shouldn't be, I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Quarter inch. Quarter inch would be fine.
I don't think that's going to screw up any pinion angles or anything, just moving the motor like that. I really think it'll be fine. The angle of the angle that the engine sits inside the car, in case anybody's wondering, is, yeah, you got to be careful with that. Because remember, in this type of rear-wheel drive car with a live axle, the whole driveline shifts when the rear suspension compresses. It moves forward. Got to make sure that you don't move it into a position where the U-joints on the drive shaft are going to bind. Okay. How thick are the mount plates on the K-member? They're a 1/4 inch, dude. The LS lower mount plate and the flange plate on the cross member are the same thickness. I'm looking at them. They're the same. Actually, yeah, yeah. The LS brackets are maybe a little bit thicker, but that could just be the paint. They look to be about the same. If anything, this might be a little bit thinner.
The driveline acceleration accelerator rotate the nose of shift with proper angle. You can create
You can create what?
anti-squat.
Okay, so?
Yeah, what I ordered was 703 LSX. I needed just part number 703.
Yeah, guys, I want to, yeah, I got to go. I mean, at the very least, we have to go get plate stock. Yeah, geek. Yeah, fellas, we gotta look. There's plenty of different ways to solve this problem. Some cheaper, some require more time. We just got to figure out what the right one is. I want to do that off stream, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay? Yeah, that's it's something we got to think about for sure. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. Don't beat yourself up. This happens a lot more than you think.
Yeah.
In the meantime, take the jack out from underneath that, and we'll put the jack stand up on the transmission again. Yeah, it's out there. Don't worry. It's just a difficult boss that we have to beat, dude. You know. But, you know, like with this, there's repercussions, right? So it's like playing Fallout or something. You know, your decisions will have repercussions down the road. Trying to make sure that, you know, say we put a plate in there, that it doesn't screw up other things. Or, you know, like what happens if we put the factory cross member back in and we start bolting the good stuff to it? Like, what are the repercussions there? The repercussions there is that he eats the cost on a $700 cross member. Don't want to do that either. There's just different ways that we have to figure this out, right? But yeah, thanks, man. It's just, multiple ways to skin a cat, that's all. Easy fix. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried.
Just
All
let
right.
me know once you got the
All right, let the jack out.
jacket coming down.
All right. You're clear. Pull it.
Hold.
Now get over on the motor, the engine crane, and start jacking that up, please.
I think that's actually already under tension.
Yeah, I know. I want you to pick it up.
Pulling up.
All right, that's enough.
Okay.
Take it off tension, please.
All right. Let me just check it.
Okay.
I can probably let it down a little more. All right, we're off tension.
Good.
Yep, we're not in tension.
Okay. Yeah, nothing is held up with hydraulics right now, so that's good.
Yeah, we kind of need to whiteboard this.
Guys, I'll be real. I'm gonna do the plate. We'll do the plate. I just don't want to do it right now. That's gonna take the rest of the day to get that right, to be precise enough with the measurements, etc., etc. Don't have time for that today. We have plans the next couple of days. A lot of company coming over, party at my house, etc., etc., for family. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Within the next 3 days, I'd just start making the plate right now, but we have plans in a couple of hours, so we gotta go. Yeah, I'll probably make the offset plate, guys. I'll do it. I'll make it. It just won't be right now. It'll probably be during the weekend. Yeah, like I said, not too bad fabrication work. It's actually pretty easy. And I do have a welder. We do have the welder at my disposal, so if we have to do some welding, we have to do some stuff, we got to do some stuff. Not a problem. Really, it's not a big deal.
Well, as Unc would say, that's hot rod.
Yep. Improvise, adapt, overcome. The problem is I just don't have the time to do that right now.
Yep. Out of time.
Ah!
That's the unfortunate part about doing all of this is we had a time frame, and that's going to take too long.
Me missing a deadline is par for the course, though, so
Yeah.
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Motor's nice and solid. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Just leave that. All right, guys. Stand by for loss of signal from the garage as expected.
Well, that's not really how I wanted to end today. I wanted to end the day driving that car around. But, what are you gonna do? It happens. So, yeah, that sucks. But hey, that's, once again, that is what it is. You know, you can't predict the future. It's like I was saying with the space program a little bit earlier. You can't predict the future. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know me. So, yeah, guys, I don't know when I'm going to make the plate, but I'll make it. It's not a big deal. That's easy. I am going to go to the hardware store now and get 1/4-inch steel. You don't want to check if they'll take this one back. Ernock eventually wants to put an LS in this car, all systems. So if that's what he eventually wants to do, the plate is a $30 solution. And it doesn't do that. You know what I mean? So the only worry I have is if the plates work with the rest of the K member. Will the rest of the K member fit with everything? I don't see why not. What do you mean? What do you mean? Will it fit with everything? Yeah, of course it will. What else do you mean, Geek? What else bolts to it? The suspension? Yeah, the suspension will bolt to it. So it's the lower control arm that bolts to the cross member. I already made sure that fit. Yeah. Will the plate mess up bolt alignment higher up? Not really. I'll measure it. Once again, like, it's not just taking a plate and drilling holes, right? I have to start marking distances between where the factory crossmember motor mounts are and where those would be in relation to the LS motor mount, right? And then, yeah, it might not be as easy as making a plate. You know, like, you got to measure all the distances. You have to get it right. The reason why you want to mimic that so much is because, once again, you could screw something else up downstream. So I don't think at face value the plate would do much for the geometry, for driveline geometry. I'm pretty sure it won't. However, it's not just that. The LS mounts are in a different spot. I always thought that, and I don't know anything about Chevys, I always thought that LS and small block Chevys had the same mount. They clearly don't. The only other thing that bolts to the K member is the lower control arms and the brake lines. That's it. It has the provision, it has the tabs built into it for the brake line, so you can mount the brake line basically in the factory position. And then the lower control arms fit already. I already checked that. So yeah. Fit the old upper and lower motor mounts to the motor, bolt the new cross member up, and go from there. Basically, yeah, Bear Grylls, yeah, exactly. The thing is, I just don't have the time to do it today. Yeah, I don't have the time. We got plans at 5, so an hour and a half, I'd be done measuring, right? We'd be done measuring. Look, I'm slow. I take my time. I'm not doing this, you know, it's not an auto shop, not yet at least, you know, like. And this is not something I want to rush, you know, so yeah, not happening today. So here's the thing. I'm going to take the 4th, 5th, and 6th off. Yeah, Bear, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence, guys. Yeah, once again, it's not that I can't do it. It's just that I can't do it right now. You look forward to the results. Yes. The rest of the build, I will keep you guys in tune as much as we can. But for now, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th off. I'm going to be back on Monday the 8th. That's when I'm going to be back. Yeah, I will probably, that's probably the first thing I'll do when I get back next week. Oh, except the NSF stream on the 5th. The 5th is my birthday, W, so probably not. Probably not doing that. I should probably tell them. I should probably go and tell them that.
Oh, it's nice in air conditioning.
Yeah. Summit Racing can ship a K member today, just saying. The 5th, that's your dad's birthday. Nice, Cherokee. So, Thailand to help? How does that help us with the current cross member? How much are those K members from Summit? Like, happy birthday in advance. Thank you. Like, I get it. I understand, dude, for sure. But the whole point of this is to not have to buy another cross member. What I need you to do is look in to see if they do some type of return.
Yes.
See if we can do that.
Okay.
Because if we can get another cross member here by the weekend, yeah, you're going to have to fly out because you got to work. But I'll take care of it. That's not going to be too hard.
Okay. I'll look into that.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Well, we wanted to get this done like this, but don't worry about it. After we're done wrenching on the Camaro, I'm going to do some work on Bluefist. I have to rewire some things on that truck. And then, yeah, there's plenty of automotive content, but what I think we're going to do is, if I don't have another person here with me, we're not going to do wrenching streams all day. I'll probably wrench in the morning and then take a break and then come back at my normal start time and go from there. Yeah, it's Al, you too. Have a great 4th. Great 4th. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, I'll see you guys on the 8th. Hopefully, little bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you, everybody over on YouTube that watches. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm gonna be taking the next couple of days off, but I assure you, we're gonna be back in force on Monday. I'm thinking some Kerbal might be in the works. No reason. So, I'll see you guys on the 8th. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And if I don't see you, have a great 4th. And if you're not in the United States, have a great Thursday. Or something. KSP2? What? That game doesn't exist. There was never a sequel made for KSP. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm playing Kerbal 1. I'm not playing KSP2. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'll see you guys on the 8th. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good holiday and a good rest of your day.